Good evening, everybody. Welcome to your Manchester United emergency meeting. In tonight's show, we are going to be reacting to the Manchester United game. Of course, I've already done a match reaction, so make sure you go and check that out after seeing this. Also, we're going to be reacting to a few Arsenal fans, and I gotta say, look, Lee Gunner called it. He said we were going to get cooks, and second half we got absolutely cooked. So fair play. He got it spot on. Fair play to you, Lee Gunner, yeah? You got it spot on, mate. But, you know, Manchester United in the game, I mean, what are we doing here? Conceding 2 goals from corners. What the fucking heck are we doing here? Wooden spoon for you for that, players, yeah? Mark your fucking man. It's going on right here, yeah? Mark your man. Why did you allow them to score from 2 bastarding corners, yeah? I'm still fuming. I'm still seething after the match is finished. Honestly, it's absolutely pathetic and ridiculous. Really is. It's fucking abysmal. But Arsenal good from corners, MrJoshiej. Why are you complaining, MrJoshiej? Because that was pathetic marking from the team, okay? Absolute pathetic marking. Let's get the narrative right here, people, yeah? It's like criminal. To concede 2 goals, criminal. But why are you tagging Lee Gunner's name in the title, MrJoshiej? It's because, look, he predicted we'll get cooks, and we did get cooks in that second half. So I'm giving him credit for it. But you're interested in clicks and views if you tag a famous YouTuber, MrJoshiej. Look, I couldn't give a fuck about clicks and views, okay? I'm here to land the damn minerals on my football club. It's like, but it was hilarious how Lee Gunner was saying, oh, we're going to get cooks, this and that. I loved his overconfidence. So what would be icing on the cake was if we were the ones to cook, you know, Arsenal. But unfortunately, it hasn't happened. So I'm in the mud. He got it spot on. So fair play. That's all I can say, yeah? He predicted it, and yeah, he got it right. So, and he's currently doing his own emergency meeting as well, Lee Gunner. But yeah, you know, it's like, this football club, man, fucking rides the roller coaster of emotions. I mean, oh my goodness me, man. It's like, first half we defended okay, yeah? But in that second half, that was absolutely so one-sided, man. That was pathetic. That one chance we had before half-time where Diego Dalot put it wide, that was literally our best chance of the game. And our best chance in the second half was where Dalot nearly got on the end of the header, but Daniel did a good save. It was on target, though, but a good save by Daniel. But apart from that, we never fucking threatened much, did we? That's the thing, what hurts me the most, is we never threatened much during the game. It's absolutely ridiculous, man. Seriously. And a big wooden spoon to any Manchester United fans, yeah, who thought we were back in business after the Everton game. You've been hit with a reality check tonight, yeah? I'm sick and tired of these fans who literally pick up my football club after one big win. It's like typical social media fans, yeah? PR bollocks. I was literally born in 1992, so I was around before social media and that. The amount of fans I get giddy after one win, it's like, get the fuck out of here. Where me, I am authentic, yeah? I said I wasn't getting giddy after the Everton win, and there you go. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. It's like, we keep it real on here, yeah? We keep it 100%, yeah? I will get to chat in a minute, but I'm still seething. I'm still fucking human. Honestly, it's like, what was that in the second half, man? It's like, you can see from one corner, yeah? Now learn your fucking lesson, yeah? And mark at the second corner, but nope, you had to fucking concede 2 goals, didn't you? On seeing, absolutely seeing. It's like this leather sofa has been hit a few times tonight because, that's a roller coaster. This is what this football club does to me. It plays with my emotions. It's like, yes, I was happy after the Everton win, but was I getting giddy about it? No, I wasn't, not one bit, because I knew that there's still a lot of issues in this Manchester United team, and there you have it. Ruben Amorim's got one heck of a job. So, yeah, Arsenal deserve to win. That's all I can say. They hardly deserve to win. Fair play to you, yeah? You deserve to win, Arsenal. You landed the minerals tonight. We didn't have enough in our locker. It's as simple as that. Nowhere near sustainable by Manchester United. Nowhere near my standards. Oh, here we go. Oh, we got to listen to Lee Gunner, haven't we? He's going to be taking the piss out of me. Arsenal 2, Man United 0. Sarcastic Lee Gunner fan cam. Hold that. Oh, my God. Oh, dear me. Right, I'm going to actually post a comment. Fair play, mate. You got it spot on. You absolutely cooked us in the second half. There we go. And I'm going to use the clapping hands emojis. There you go. Perfect. Right. Let's listen to what he has to say. Let's just get this out of the way with.
Arsenal 2. Manchester United 0. Watch it, drink it in, guys. Just a shame it weren't 3, because this guy predicted 3-0, and we could have scored 5 off of corners alone. However, they had 0 corners. They had, 2 shots at goal on target. And they're crying about set pieces. Let me just tell you right now, guys, we don't care. We genuinely do not care.
Well, of course not. You Arsenal fans are not going to give a shit that we conceded 2 goals from corners, are you? Let's get the narrative right here.
If it's that easy to do the set piece routine, why ain't everyone doing it? Oh, you're Stoke City and red. If it's that easy, mate, why ain't anyone figured it out yet?
It is easy because our marking was fucking abysmal.
Zerkamp. They missed Zerkamp today, guys. Zerkamp. Shame he didn't travel. Oh, he did. He did nothing. The Dutch maestro. The Ivorian Messi. Ahmad. Anyone see him? Oh, okay, cool. No. Man like Rasmus.
Anonymous. Again, absolutely anonymous. Razas Island.
Rashford.
But he isn't given any service, MrJoshiej. It's like you cannot use that as an excuse, okay? Razas Island needs to be doing a lot more, in my opinion.
Okay. But he's got a new snow bunny now. He's got a new snow bunny, guys, so he's going to go on purple patch Rashford. Yeah. Okay, mate. How's that working out? Garnashers. Faz was on to something, lads. You all cussed him. But you're in phase 6, and we've only played 4 games with this manager. So why are we all talking the hardest? How about calma, tranquilo. Hijo de puta. Calma. Make sure you sub to the channel. That close, literally 20 subs away from 107k. It's been a fantastic evening. Kenny Ken is at the game. He's next. No Jezza tonight. He's on holiday. He's relaxing, resting, recuperation for the long season ahead. Liverpool drop points tonight. It's been a great evening. I can't lie. It's been a great evening. No Matt either, but emergency meeting. Let's see how many of these top reds that have been talking the hardest want to jump on the emergency meeting. I'd imagine probably 0, although Faz is committed, so is he more committed than us guys? Oh, we mustn't forget it's been raining. What a sorry team Man United are. Make sure you sub to Lee Reacts. We will be back again on there tomorrow. And yes, I know I have to hold smoke for Madrid. They lost again. Yeah, Ketia missing a penalty. F that. We'll deal with that another day. Go and brush your shoulders off and all that. However, no Gabriel, no Calafiori. That was probably a blessing. I did say bring Zinchenko into the team. And you know my thoughts on Zinchenko. However, I actually thought he played really well today. There was one time he got cooked by Ahmad. Other than that, he took a foul, took a yellow card. Manager said, okay, you're done. Get him off. Great sub. Well done. But everyone to a man today. First half was awful. I can't lie. Yeah, that was so poor to watch. Yeah, I rated the first half a 4 out of 10. However,
to be fair, we did keep Arsenal quiet in the first half because we defended very well. But the second half, that was nowhere near good enough, man, honestly.
We should have been 2-0 up. Thomas Partey, I don't know how you missed, mate. I don't know how you missed. You needed the Jurgens.
Yeah, he should have scored. That's a shocking miss by Partey. I agree.
But Martinelli should have scored. He was the worst player on the pitch for us, by the way. How he stayed on so long was crazy.
I agree. I didn't think he did much at all, Gabriel Martinelli. You're spot on with that one, mate.
But beating Man United with 10 men. I've been told all season that you can't win with 10 men, guys. We won with 10 men today. We won with 10 men today because Martinelli was playing against us. That guy, I swear, what has happened to this geezer, bruv? But anyway, let's go from back to front. David Wright.
Yep, all these Arsenal fans who literally getting giddy over Gabriel Martinelli, this and that. Wow, where has he been recently? Oh yeah, it's like he's completely been anonymous and gone missing.
Yeah, could have had a cigar on the go. It's a shame wifey couldn't get a cigar and some popcorn to me in time before the game. However, by Friday, hopefully, we will have the fattest Cuban cigar and the biggest tub of popcorn ready for the cook fest on Roni's channel. Sir Cam. Biblical stinker and hooked. Biblical. Seismic stinker and hooked. Saeed TV. The Ivorian Messi. If anyone hasn't seen it, I do actually have that clip. I don't have the Roni one. It's on my Twitter page. But let's play.
Ahmad's good, but anyone branding him as Messi, get the fuck out of here, man. That's typical football fans these days. Get all zesty over this player. They think he's the next Messi and Ronaldo. Nah, get out here.
This clip, for anyone who hasn't seen it, the Ivorian Messi, Amad Diallo.
Like centrally, he can play anywhere, man. When you're that good technically and you're that good like intelligence-wise, like, bro, this guy is just ridiculous, man. His feet's ridiculous in terms of the way he controls the ball, close control dribbling. Like, bro, man, we got an Ivorian Messi, bro. You know what I mean? It's that crazy right now.
Easy, guys. Yeah, easy.
I think you need to have a word yourself there, Saeed, mate. You know, he's like, no way is he Messi. Ahmad's decent, but come on, man. Saying he's Messi, nah.
Easy in these cold streets. Urian Timber was my man of the match. Even without the goal, by the way. I thought he was absolutely superb today. What a baller we have inherited from the Ajax Academy, guys. I played at Manchester United after. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry, guys. It's cool. You got Amad Diallo that can play right wing back. You're going to play the Ivorian Messi. Fantastical. Muchas gracias. Let's go to left back, Zinchenko. Listen, I give this guy a lot of stick here. When he came on against West Ham, I said he was fantastic, and he was fantastic. Today, he was superb. What a performance from him. Apart from that one lax of concentration, and that drop to shoulder, done him, pulled him back, won a foul. Great, take one for the team. Adios, get out of there. We move. Centre backs today. I see Kivior, and I was like, Kivior, that's the weak link. Well, he weren't the weak link today, mate. Yeah, when you're playing up against Rasmus Højlund. What a performance from him. That was his best performance in an Arsenal shirt, by the way. Saliba. Man thought he was at Nottingham Carnival, bro. Yeah, the way he was just twerking his batty, bro. And
That goal what Saliba scored when it came off his back, unbelievable. Where was the fucking marking by us, yeah? This is what I want to know. We're so fucking wide open, man. Dear me. Allowed them so much time and space. I will get to chat in the second, guys. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten.
Bouncing it in off his back cheeks, his bum cheeks and that. He was like, yo, anything Rasmus can do to me, I'll just score and do the same to you with my backside, bruv. Hold that. But you score for set pieces. Cool, nobody cares, bruv. You didn't even have a corner. You didn't even have a corner. Like, real talk. You had 2 shots on target. We scored 2 goals from corners. Yeah, why are you crying? You've been talking. Your manager, yeah, remember that Danny Dyer clip? Yeah, I am fucking shitting myself. What have I got myself into? That is your manager.
Oh, good one. I like that. Danny Dyer. Bit of Danny Dyer impression.
What happened there, guys? We've been infiltrated. They don't like seeing me happy. This is the problem. They don't like seeing Lee Gunner happy. This is the problem, guys. So yes. Anyway, let's go into midfield. Declan Rice got man of the match. I actually thought he was superb today. I wouldn't have given him man of the match. Timber for me. But
yeah, I thought Timber and Rice both played well, to be honest.
Rice. Thomas Partey, again. Apart from a couple of laxes in concentration, superb. Odegaard, little bit hit and miss. However, nobody cares. We ain't got Bruno Fernandes stuttering around, scrambling around, looking like Grand Rata. Scurrying like a rat, bruv. Yeah. Ruben Amorim's sitting there like this, thinking, I got rid of him at Sporting and won the league. Should I sell him again? Get rid, bruv. He's trash. Saka wasn't one of his better games. However, always a problem. Always a problem. He actually played all right today. Yeah, I think all of them did apart from Martinelli. Martinelli, worst player for us today. 29, made some great runs. We didn't find him at times. First half, I thought he was awful. Yeah, second half got stuck in a little bit more. That's what I want to see.
Yeah, he did.
Get stuck in.
First half he's quiet, but second half,
rough and tumble,
Havertz got stuck in.
Yeah, let's have some of that. We did that second half. The tempo went up quick in the second half. Some of the passing in the second half. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, but we can see his style of play under Ruben Amorim. Where was your style of play tonight, Io de Putas? Where was that?
Yeah, exactly. Shocking marking.
Substitutes. Mikel Merino should have scored as well. He played really well when he came on. Well done to him. Trossardinho, on his birthday. Happy birthday, Trossard. Love you, bruv.
Oh, happy birthday to Trossard. Didn't realise that.
Light work.
He's decent, to be honest, Trossard.
That was the easiest Arsenal Man United game I have seen for a while. I can't lie. They are awful. They're actually shocking, aren't they?
Oh, yeah. Like, all right, we had a good win against Angerton, but come on, man. Angerton have been abysmal. But, you know, all these fans think we're back in business for a second. Need a reality check, yeah? We're far from back in business. We're still in the mud. It's going to take a lot to get us out in the mud. But yeah, we're nearly finished this video. Then I will come to the chat, guys, see what you got to say.
They're shocking. Jorginho, when he came on, didn't have a lot to do. Just mop up, bruv. Just chill. Relax. Calm. And it was easy pickings. We could have had 5 off of set pieces alone. And these men are waffling. You're waffling, okay? You held 2 to Bodo Gimps reserves the other day because they had bigger fish to fry. The Norwegian fishermen.
Oh, they come from Norway, do they?
On your head top at OT, bruv. The
Photo glimpse.
They had bigger fish to fry. Dropped 6 players. They won their league at the weekend. Don't worry, guys, because you see patterns of play. He's sussing out a new formation. Easier. Kenny Ken's up next. Bless up to everyone who's locked in. Sub to the channel. Leave a comment down below. Kenny's outside the ground, and I'm sure he's equally as happy. And forget the set pieces for 1 second, by the way. Odegaard should have scored. Martinelli should have scored. 29 should have scored. Trossard should have scored.
Oh yeah, that could bring about 5 or 6. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, man.
All right, guys. You got Zerkamp and you've got the Ivorian Messi. The long ball gimmick from Ugarbic. Hold that. Don't worry though. Don't worry though, guys. Because we're in phase 6 and apparently it's only the 4th game, so it's fine. But apparently you got better squad depth. You got a better manager. You got more money. You're a better team. And we're closer to you, apparently, than we are to anybody else. Okay, cool. Well, the saver don't tell us that right now. Hold that. Hold that, hijo de putas. And we're out. Sub to the channel. Shamelessly Gunner is going to milk this for a few days and then it's back to normal settings. So make the most of it, guys. We're out. Bosh.
Oh, there you go. MrJoshiej in the mud. Seriously. He got his shot on. Fair play. You know, that's all I got to say. Fair play. And no, this isn't an attack on Lee Gunner. This is actually me being very respectful because I do watch Lee Gunner quite a bit. Right, let's get to your comments now, as I know you've been patiently waiting. Here we go. Chelsea 9 points ahead of Manchester United. Top 4 is done this season and finish. 3, 2, 1. Let's all laugh at Manchester United. Get out here, man. Manchester United are finished and bad run club with bad ownership. Johnny Mineral said Amarin would win the league with Man United this season. I knew he was joking. Good old reverse psychology. Get the wooden spoon out, geezer. Arsenal are so dangerous to set pieces. You can get Arsenal revenge at Old Trafford. Lee Gunner believes the process. Brown envelopes alerts. Southampton got destroyed tonight. They did. Where's Hayden Cox? Sitting in the dark room, I'm guessing. No, he's actually out tonight. Good evening, sir. By Milan fan. Oh, good evening to you. So, are you Inter or AC Milan? But big up to you. Thank you for joining me. The Ivorian Messi. Dairy me. Why is Lee Gunner calling out his mates? Saliba will be off to Real Madrid. Hold that, Goonies. Yeah, more than likely. But yeah, look, I couldn't really argue what he was saying in his match reaction. You know, he's pretty much spot on, so fair play. But anyone who is hyping up Ahmad, I mean, get the fuck out of here, man. Seriously. What are we doing here? Real talk, what the fucking heck are we doing here? Seriously. Anyone who calls him Messi needs a wooden spoon, yeah? Look, this is no hate on Ahmad, okay? I love Ahmad. I absolutely love him. I think he's a baller. But anyone hyping him up as Messi, oh my goodness me. Jog on, yeah? Seriously, jog the fuck on out of here. Seriously, man. Real Madrid lost to Atletico Bilbao tonight, fella. Yeah, not good. Not going well for Real Madrid this season, is it? I think they're out in the cup now. Is it 2 legs they play? But anyway, I think they're out in the cup now. But yeah, my goodness me, it's crazy. Absolutely crazy. I think Arsenal were more clinical with some of their chances. That could have been an absolute hammering. I'm not even joking. I'm not even being negative or anything. I'm being realistic. Literally, real talk, yeah? That could have been a hammering tonight. Because Arsenal wanted it more than Manchester United. Let's get the narrative right here, people, yeah? They wanted it more. It's as simple as that. Oh, was it? Was it a La Liga match? Because I know a couple of teams are playing in the Spanish Cup. Okay, so was La Liga. Okay. Hi, Josh. Mate, you okay? I'm not happy tonight with Man United. No, I'm not. I'm seething, mate. Absolutely seething with Manchester United. Yeah, I'm not happy, man. I mean, but it's a big karma to all them fans who thought that we're back in business all of a sudden. But yeah, big up to every single one of you live and locks in anyway. If you're new to our YouTube channel, why not consider hitting the subscribe button? And please subscribe as well to our football channel and F1 channel. And make sure you are subscribing to this channel because I post plenty of Manchester United videos. Right, should we see what Saeed is saying? Saeed TV. Let's see what he's got to say. Let's see what he has to say. Oh, he's on his own. That's good. I like listening to his match reactions when he's on his own. Stoke Arsenal punish Man United. Stoke Arsenal. What?
What's going on, people? Welcome back to the chat. Welcome back to Saeed TV. Match reaction. Stoke City 2, Manchester United 0. I'm sorry, but we have been beaten by Stoke City today. I'm not even going to give Arsenal fans credit today. I'm not, because that is not an Arsenal team. Yeah, you lot, Set Piece FC, allow that. Miss me with that. I'm so frustrated, bro. Like, you don't realize it, bro. Today, I was like, avoid set piece goals. That's all they know at the minute. That's all they know. Penalties or set pieces. And today, we got hit for 2 of them, man. Not anything on the floor. Not intricate, wonderful play by Odegaard, who was ghosted today. Nothing by Sacco, who we locked up on that side. 2 set piece goals. I'm gutted, man. I'm proud of the boys. It was an effort, you know. First half, we dug in. Second half, we lost ourselves a little bit. No final third quality. But to be beaten by 2 set pieces, man, like, I'm sorry, man. What is the difference between Arsenal and Stoke in a minute? Because, I'm sorry, man, that was just literally cross, set piece, and inshallah. That's all it was, guys. I'm sorry, man. I can't give credit for that. I know when I see an Arsenal team play football, and I've given you lot credit. Come on. Is that what I'm going to give credit for? Be honest, guys. And maybe I am salty a little bit. And maybe I'm a bit hurt right now. Yeah? But so be it, man. Because for us to concede 2 cheap corners, man, when you want the game to be won by a moment of brilliance, you know, Saka does something that we can't quite defend, or, you know, we get done in that moment. Cool, brilliant. But for 2 set pieces to go in, I'm like, oh, man, it's just, yeah, man, it's gutting, man. I thought we did well first half, man. We nullified them. We actually played out from the back. We were compact in midfield. We were solid out from the back. We locked up their triangles. Odegaard wasn't getting on the ball. You know, they were very, very They were ordinary Arsenal. Let's be honest. They are where they are in the league, and as Bav says, they're phase 5. We're still on phase 1, if you would kind of say for Man United. We're early stages, and we kept them at bay. We got into little pockets here and there without really doing anything, if I'm being truly honest with you. But we got into little moments here and there. But ultimately, there was no final quality. But I liked the performance in that first half.
Moments? What moments? I mean, I didn't fucking see any moments. Good win for your boys tonight, Michael, Chelsea, mate.
Especially Ugarte, especially Bruno Fernandes. Mason Mount was getting into the pockets there. Mazarawi was excellent on the ball. We were determined. We had our heads high, man. We were in the game first half. We stood toe to toe, if not the better team in the first half, but without creating any sort of chances.
Yes, we had more possession, but I wouldn't say we were the better team in the first half. I mean, come on, what are we doing here?
Being truly honest, maybe Diego Dalot was probably the best chance of the game, and that was that, you know. But that's where I kind of knew the second half Arsenal would turn up because they had to. They're at home, you know. Liverpool were here and they were losing, they were drawing. They had to win this game. It was a must-win game for Arsenal. For us, it wasn't a must-win game, but don't get me wrong, we still have to do our thing. But all in all, they came out, and I can't lie to you, we never came out second half. If I'm being truly honest with you, we never turned up.
We're abysmal.
Amad Diallo, I think for me, was the only bright spark in the substitution that we brought on. I mean, Rashford, pathetic, absolutely pathetic.
Cheers, Adam.
And the desire
and
the impact was absolutely pathetic, man. You know what I mean? I don't want to make it all about him, but I'm sorry, man. Zero impact in the game, bro. Even Zirkzee, to be honest with you, looked lost out there as well. There wasn't really cohesion. He started for 10, then he went up front. But the set-piece goals, man, what can you do, man? Seriously. Like, the first one from Timber, yeah, could we do a bit better in that aspect? But them set-pieces, yeah, they are literally like a goal. You cannot, like, generally, when I'm watching it now, and I'm a United fan watching it, I'm like, fair play in terms of creating that for yourself as an Arsenal team. That could be almost like a goal. When you're not playing your football and you're not doing anything, that almost is like a goal, basically. That is basically a goal. And that was, for me, the ultimate kind of setback. And then after that, Arsenal got into their rhythm. They started to get in on the ball. Declan Rice, who I thought was probably the best player in the second half, started to get on the ball a little bit more. And Arsenal were very, very good on the ball. And they take the game a little bit. And then the second one goes in. Unfortunately, they pegged us back a little bit more. We struggled to get out of the back. And then there's another one. It just hits off Saliba. I mean, what do you do? What do you do to that? It just hits off Saliba. And
what do you do to that? Fucking mark your players. That's what I say.
Goes in. What can you do, man? And you know what, man? Like, I said it today. I want us to get beat on the ground. I want us to get beat playing football, not on set pieces. And they done us. And they had a couple of more. Zirkzee nearly on goal. There was another one as well that Onana hit with his head. I don't know, man. We are, wallahi, yeah, man. I can't lie to you. There is a big concern up front, though, man. And I keep saying it. Garnacho is not a starter. Ruben Amorim, please, he's not a starter. Yeah, he did well in terms of compactness and energy and pressing, cool. But ultimately, he ain't a starter, man. He ain't that guy to be starting your games, bro. Mount, yeah, he ran around and I thought he was compact and I thought he did what he had to do. But again, it's mostly cardio. But on the ball, didn't really give us any final ball, any product, man. And that's the difference, guys. This is where we have to go to next. From being average and ordinary on the ball to now being exceptional. Now United need to get to that next level. That is the level United need to get to now. Can we get to that next level? Can us as United fans say, right, this is where we're going up to now. Can we get to that next level? That's what I'm praying for, because we had nothing up front. Absolutely nothing. I can't remember a chance we had. It is a testament to Arsenal, but it's also an indictment of United in terms of it's not always going to be rosy. I thought that the goals that Everton gifted us, a lot of them was mistakes. You know, we have to do better in terms of our movement, playing out from the back. How do we get the ball? Bruno, anonymous today. Absolutely anonymous. Yeah, cool.
I didn't even know he was on the pitch half the time. the captain number 8 today. Not good enough.
If he plays in the 10 role, then again, it's like, bro, he looked very ordinary. I thought Ogati did well, but Bruno's meant to be your guy, your biggest chance creator. This is the guy that you're supposed to rely on. And today, bro, he ghosted. Let's be honest. The stats might show that he's had, good possession in terms of his passing, accuracy and whatnot. But ultimately, the eye test will tell you that, bro, nothing went really there, bro. Let's be honest. There weren't really anything there. Oh, man, it's a bit of pill to swallow. I can't lie to you, man. It is tough. You know what I mean? It's not the all-NBA. I'm still kind of almost like, happy with a lot of the performance I've seen out there. I'm still happy with the direction we're going under. But
you're happy with what you've seen out on the pitch? Really? Because what I seen out on the pitch in the second half was an absolute disgrace, mate. I thought it was abysmal. I don't know what game you're watching, but my personal opinion, abysmal.
Today was an impossible task. It was, in terms of the set pieces. I just don't know what you do with that. I really don't know what you do with that. I don't know how you stop it. I don't know what he's got to do with.
How do you not know what to do with set pieces? It's like if you concede from one corner, make sure you're more tighter from another corner. It's as simple as that. I mean, come on, man. Stop making excuses up.
It's very, very almost like it's tough. It is tough. It's tough to mark. It's tough to manage. And yeah, bro, like there's much you could do about that, really, if I'm being honest with you. Like, and ultimately there'll be things that the managers learned today, very, very much learned today, that some of these players can take us to a certain level, but then we need to go to the next level. We had very, very much a lot of players. We missed Lisandro's ability to pass through the line today. I thought that was something that, again, United fans are just so eager to say, oh, but he's a bit slow on this. Broski, you need players that can play for them. That's why, listen, Kivior might not be the best defender here, but in terms of progressing the ball, he's there. Sinchenko might not be the best defender in the world, but what he can do is progress the ball inside. You need players that can do that. I'm sorry, you need players that can do that. And United did not have that, unfortunately. We were lacking in that direction. Even Luke Shaw today could have solved a few issues today. But we got punished today. Stoke Arsenal punished us. Stoke Arsenal punished us today.
And
that is it, man. I can't lie to you, man. They punished us. And we move. We kind of go away from this. Make sure you tune into the review, the full review. Well, you probably see this right now. After tomorrow, Mandem Talk will be live as well, where we'll discuss everything as well. But yeah, man, proud of the lads, proud of the commitment and the idea from Amrin, but just not enough, man. And yeah, Lee Gunner's gonna cook me tomorrow. Yeah, he said by 2 goals as well, Lee Gunner.
Oh, he is.
It is what it is, man. We move, man. Guys, let me know who your man of the match was, if you have any. And let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Take care, guys. Bye-bye. Peace.
I mean, come on, man. I mean, how on earth can you be happy with that performance? I mean, the second half, I was disgusted. Absolutely disgusted. I thought that was embarrassing what I was seeing in the second half. There was no cohesion, no penetration or anything. It's like the players look lost for ideas. I mean, let's get everything right here, people, yeah? They look lost. It's as simple as that. And anyone who thinks that Manchester United plays well in that first half, you got to be absolutely delusional. 100% delusional. I mean, what the fucking heck are we doing here, man? Seriously. Not why so. I don't think we plays well at all. I mean, it's ridiculous, man. Absolutely ridiculous. But big ups to every single one of you who's live and locks in this evening. Much appreciated. I mean, it's just a joke and a disgrace, man. Honestly. And like I said, them fans thinking, oh, we're back in business. Oh, we're going to cook against Arsenal, this and that. It's like, no, people. Calm down.
And like I said,
Get the fuck out of here. Seriously. I knew for sure that we were not back in business. And fair play to Lee Gunner. He said that Man United would get cooked, and we did in the second half. Cheers, Adam. I appreciate that, mate. So, yeah, I'm not making up any excuses. Why don't you hold the team and the players accountable, yeah? Because that famous saying, accountability is the best ability. It's as simple as that. It's absolutely, wow, unbelievable, unbelievable. It's just, I'm sick and tired of it, man. Listening to all these fans make excuses after excuses after excuses. It's like, why not step up and be a man, yeah? And absolutely call it out. It's as simple as that. It's absolutely ridiculous, man, honestly. But wow, unbelievable, man. Right, let's have a look at some more match reactions. Right. All things United. My favourite Man United fan. One of my favourites to listen to. He talks a lot of sense. He really does. He doesn't BS on his videos.
Manchester United have lost another game away at a Big Six team. 2-0 to Arsenal. In the end, they win sort of fairly comfortable in the latter stages of the game, getting 2 goals from corner kicks, and Manchester United had no reply. I mean, he's made 6 changes again. I was a bit surprised with that. I've been a bit surprised with all the starting lineups, to be honest, so far under Ruben Amorim. But I mean, we've just got to go with how it is at the moment. He's made 6 changes to the starting lineup again tonight. I personally think that he's making too many changes. He's come out and said that he's got to utilise his squad because he's got a lot of games and shit. But I personally think it's too many players that he's changing per game. I think, but he's.
Oh, that's funny, mate. I've been searching for Manchester United's high standards. Oh yeah, I didn't find it anywhere. You wrong, mate. Get out here, man.
Trying to find out his best squad and that team to put out there, but each time that he's put out the starting lineup, I've not agreed with who's starting the game, but obviously that's by the by. The geezer in charge is to fulfil the starting places in the team and pick the squad that he thinks is best to get Manchester United the result. We've seen some indifferent results so far, but this is the first loss for Manchester United, and obviously not a lot of this is on Ruben Amorim at the moment. Most of this is on Erik ten Hag and the players that he's playing. There's still a lack of quality in this team. You think for the shit amount of money that Erik ten Hag spent on these players, there's still not enough goals in this Manchester United team. Unless we play the poor opposition, we're not going to score a lot of goals, Manchester United. But it is what it is at this moment in time. Manchester United are nowhere near where this manager wants to get Manchester United. And if he can get them back, it's gonna be a massive long road ahead for Manchester United. It really is under this geezer. I still personally not convinced with the 3 at the back at this moment because we haven't got the problem is we haven't got the personnel. I don't think to be playing 3 at the back consistently at this moment in time with certain injuries and that to Manchester United. And it wasn't ideal tonight. But
Oh yeah, look, Michael.Chelsea FC. The Glazers are part of the issue. 100% they are part of the problem.
Contained Arsenal fairly well in that first half, although Arsenal weren't at their best. But it is what it is for Manchester United. Obviously, the goals coming in that second half. He made changes at the break. He brought Ahmad onto the pitch. I thought that was a bit of a baffling decision to start with Ahmad on the bench and bring Malassa in from the start again. He's only lasted half the game again. I don't know whether Malassa is going to have a future at Manchester United, but he's utilising him at this moment in time. We know Luke Shaw as well at the back. He's now injured again. But it is what it is. I mean, Rashford was dropped to the bench. He didn't start again. He started Rasmus Højlund up front, who is still flattering to the sea for Manchester United at times. And he's got to get some consistency of Manchester United to do anything. Personally, it's looking like for Manchester United like the league is gone, and there's not a lot to play for in the league now. And it's just about finishing as high up as possible in the league and concentrating maybe on the cup competitions. I'm not too sure, because I don't think that Manchester United can now make that top four. I think that the other teams above us are just too strong. Chelsea's, Man City's, Liverpool and Arsenal's are all too strong for Manchester United to make that gap up this season. So it's probably going to be a case of trying to save face and trying to win a trophy again, and then having a massive rebuild next summer. And
yeah, I saw that, mate. I mean, I'm not surprised, to be honest, that they entered their slump, because Forest have been on poor form recently. They had a good start to the season, but recently they petered away recently.
Going again, to be honest, because there is a lack of quality still in that forward line, and probably going to bring in another midfielder and some defenders. It's probably going to be a massive overhaul of this team. It was nice to see Lenny Euro come on in that second half. He hasn't played any football for a long time, so it was nice to see him come on. And a lot of people raving about that tackle there in the second half. We're going to hopefully see a lot more of him, and hopefully he will improve Manchester United at the back, because although Onana's kept a decent amount of clean sheets this season, we've still at times been quite ropey in certain games, certainly even in Europe. We've conceded a decent amount of goals in Europe again this season, so we've still got a lot of work to do defensively and offensively for Manchester United. But it is what it is for Manchester United at this moment in time. We've got a long way back under Ruben Amorim to turn this ship around, and we've just got to try and steer ourselves in that right direction this season and move forward next season. I mean, he did make he made a lot of changes in that second half, and it's seeming a bit like pre-season for me under this manager at the moment, where he's just utilising a number of players to get them into his system and try them out. But
see, this is the reason why he should have been bought in like before the start of the season, because he could have had the pre-season to do like experimenting now. It's like just, yeah, I don't know, man. I really don't know. It's like, it's baffling why we didn't make the change. I just got back now, sorry, in Italy. Just say Milan for AC Milan and Inter for Inter. That's because Milan is the true city club, and the older ones like United in Manchester. Cheers. Oh, that's okay. Big up to you. Thank you for joining me. Anyway, if you're new to our YouTube channel and if you enjoy my content and that, why not consider hitting the subscribe button? And also, I have a football channel as well, where I talk about multiple different football clubs. You can find that in the description of this video. But big up to you. But yeah, I like your channel name, mate. That's amazing. Funny. Oh, I like that. What's your picture on? The Grinch. Yeah, it looks like you got a picture of the Grinch. That's quite cool. But yeah, anyway.
It's what it is for Manchester United. I don't really know what.
Oh, cool. Have you? Wow.
Weekend, another game. I think it's Forest at the weekend. Winnable game.
Oh, I didn't realise that, mate.
That one. Anyway, smash a like on the video.
You must have had a different channel name or something. Well, yeah, 5 years. Big up to you.
Right, so channel if you do, and I'll talk to you all again soon. See you.
But yeah, to me, it's like Ruben Amorim is literally like experimenting with the squad at the moment, but it's a pity that he couldn't do it during pre-season, because he would have got to know the team more, this and that. Wow, unbelievable, unbelievable. Yeah, I had my real name before. Lorenzo. Yeah, I remember you. Lorenzo Pellegrini. Yes, I remember you, mate. Yeah. But yeah, big up to you, mate. Right, let's listen to what Mark Goldbridge has to say, shall we? See what he's got to say about the game. I'm not interested in listening to player ratings. I just want to hear his thoughts on the game.
Hello everybody and welcome to the United Stands. I'm Mark Goldbridge and this is your match reaction to Manchester United's 2-0 loss to Arsenal, where there can be no excuses. There is frustration, we'll get into that. There are a few good performances, we'll get into that. I don't think Amorim can really be blamed. It's too early, even though obviously some things he tried didn't work. But at the end of the day, he's trying to wash a car with a dirty cloth. At the end of the day, you're never going to get all of the dirt off. And I think that when you look at that game from Amorim's point of view, first half, very, very good. Second half, the stats will bear it out. I haven't checked them, but Arteta figured it out. Arteta figured it out at half time. And
I thought we defended well, but to say very, very good, I think that's a bit over ambitious. I mean, what I saw in the first half, yes, we defended well, but would I say we're very, very, very good? No, not the game I was watching. I didn't think so. I thought the first half was very poor, to be honest, by both teams.
Man United were not as good at keeping the ball in the second half as they were. Arsenal got into our penalty box a lot more. We defended well, but ultimately we've lost to 2 set pieces, and every corner was a battle for us. They nearly scored 4 goals from a corner, and that to me is incredible when you think about the fact that Gabriel, their best player from a corner, didn't play, and also Arsenal have been doing this for nearly a year. There can't be any excuses. And yeah, look, people are going to talk about Rashford conceding that corner. It's frustrating because if we don't concede the second goal and we keep it 1-0, we might get another chance like De Ligt and we might get an equaliser. But in reality, I actually am going to shock some people and say I actually see a positive today. It reminds me of Ipswich again. The grass.
A positive? What? We fucking lost to Arsenal. What's so positive about that, man? Seriously. Get out here.
He's not green. Like, we are not bouncing back. We are not back. I said it after Everton. Amorim ball. Rashford's back.
So you're right, we're not
He's a
back.
superstar. I said this is the same mistake from the same people that will be moaning their arse off tonight. And consistency is key. After beating Everton 4-0, I said that is not Amorim ball. And those players are not back because we've fallen for that before. And after losing to Arsenal 2-0 tonight, I'm not going to overreact and say.
But yet, these Cesty fans were getting giddy after the Everton win, saying, oh, we're back, this and that. Oh, Rashford is back. Oh, Rashford is back. Oh, Xerxes is back, this and that. It's like, shut the fuck up, yeah? Typical social media fans.
Oh, we're shit, this, that, and the other. Consistency and calm is the most important thing. And I would say at 1-0 down, yeah, look, Arsenal are the masters of the dark arts when it comes to corners. There's no excuse around that. Rasmus can't get the header because he gets a push in the back from Timber, but they've been doing it for ages, and it's not a foul. It's not a foul because they do it every week, and referees don't give it. So it's not a foul. That we go 1-0 down, and I'm thinking, this is perfect now. Does Amorim gets to be in a position where we've played well for 45 minutes. We've conceded. How do they deal with that? And we didn't deal with it very well at all. We didn't deal with it very well at all. The positives for me, before we get into the player ratings, I thought De Ligt has to be a contender for man of the match. The press don't want to talk about De Ligt, even though he's been brilliant for us this season, really consistent. I thought Yoro's cameo was very promising as well. Mazraoui was good again. I thought Maguire did well. Agate did well. And then there's a few other players we need to talk about. Ahmad's cameo was good as well. But I think the big learning curve for Amorim has to be that you can't. Man United haven't got 2 teams. This is the big thing I want to say. United haven't got 2 teams. We haven't even got 1 team. You can't pick a team for Everton and then pick a team for Arsenal and then pick a team for Forest. You've got to use more players. Arsenal have played 3 games in a week and they've used mainly the same players. We can't and haven't got enough players of quality to rotate. So what he needs to realise now is he's got to figure out his best 11. And he's got to start going with that, because I think in the second half, when Mount and Garnacho came off, Xerxes and Rashford, there was a drop-off. Even though it was fresh legs, there was a drop-off. They don't work as a pair. You've got to have a Mount, a Bruno, or an Ahmad next to a Rashford, a Garnacho, and a Xerxes. You can't play two of them together because there's nobody who's technically good enough to press and play the simple pass. Xerxes is quite technical, but he's also a bit loose. Like sometimes his flick doesn't work, the discipline's not there. So I think the subs didn't work, apart from Ahmad. And really get the ball to Ahmad, wasn't it? So that didn't work. And I think, as I said, I think in the first half, just to focus on the positive, I mean, I think we came out of that game with about 50% possession. So I'm not going to snooze on that. 50% possession at the Emirates.
But what's the point in having all that possession, yeah? If you're not going to create anything, yeah? Let's get an narrative right here. What's the fucking point?
It's good. It is good. And that was built upon a point where we had over 60% possession. The way we passed in the first half was so good. And I think it will go over some people's heads. It ain't easy to come to Arsenal and frustrate them on possession. You can frustrate them on a deep line. You can frustrate them on, letting them have the ball and give them. I've seen teams go to the Emirates and Arsenal have had 80% possession, but it's 0-0 at half time because they can't break them down. We didn't do that. We didn't create anything, I admit, but we didn't go to the Emirates and frustrate Arsenal because we parked the bus and let them have the ball. We had the ball. We were very good on the ball. Arteta figured it out at half time, like I said, but the first half gave us a platform. And some people were moaning about Garnacho, some people were moaning about Mount, some people were moaning about Rasmus. I actually think that they did a really good job. You're not going to hold it up every time against Arsenal defenders, but they did hold it up a lot. They held it up, they played it to each other, and then it would go back into Bruno and we'd rotate the ball, and possession frustrated Arsenal. In the second half, I think Arsenal changed it, and then we had to make subs. And to be honest with you, who went off at half time? Malacia. Did that make us change the way we did things a little bit? But look, the subs didn't help. We were toothless in attack. I agree, Harvey. But you know why we were toothless in attack? We didn't really have the quality in the defensive areas to cause the problems and support the attack.
He scored 2 goals against Angerson, but come on, Angerson are absolutely abysmal. But what I've seen of Sirski so far, he's yet to set the world on fire. He's got to be doing a lot more, disgusted lurries. Yeah, he's got to be doing a lot more, mate.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I think that whilst I'm disappointed, because I don't like losing to Arsenal or Liverpool or Man City, I hate it. Whilst I'm disappointed, in many ways, it's a good thing. That's his first loss. Ipswich was disappointing, but it was a draw. That's his first loss, and it's happened in the first 2 weeks. The reality is bitten very, very quickly. Ollie went and won 7 Premier League games in a row, and Ollie's at the wheel. And with Amorim, he's drawn to Ipswich. He's been beaten by Arsenal in his first 2 Premier League away games. He's got 1 point from 6. This isn't a bounce. This isn't a glow up. This is a reality. And I want this manager to see the reality. And I want this manager to do something about it. And I think he will do. Because what I don't want to see is what he was saying before the game about Luke Shaw. We're here for Luke Shaw. He's an important player. Luke Shaw hasn't been fit for a year, mate. Luke Shaw is not your future. Now, that might be a bit of PR, but behind the scenes, I don't care what he says publicly because he's already told us he'll back his players.
More than likely, it's PR. Wouldn't surprise you one bit.
But behind the scenes, I hope he's starting to see that some of these players don't cut it. I mean, look, I will mention it. The mistake by Rashford to give that corner up was unforgivable. Why you're thinking about flicking it up and volleying it away in a game of this magnitude is ridiculous. If you want to boot it away, you just turn and boot it. And if it goes off Odegaard for a corner or a goal kick, happy days. But you don't try and do that. That was just stupid. And that was naive. Think of what you like from that. They scored from it. What I didn't like more was in the last 10 minutes was then Saliba. He sort of jogs towards Saliba. Saliba plays a 1-2. He turns around and Saliba's 5 meters away going forward. And I'm like, mate, you've not been on the pitch for 90 minutes. You've been on the pitch for about 30. Where's your energy? And we can't have that. We can't have that jogging again. The body, you know, all right, maybe it's bothered him that he knows he's given the corner away, but your motivation should be, I'm going to put that right. And he wasn't the only one. You know, we'll talk about Bruno. I thought Delo was disappointing again. I don't think Xerxes did much when he came on. But all in all, I thought there was a lot of average performances, and that's not that's not a bad thing. I mean, I don't think Onana had a bad game. I mean, all right, maybe he could have come for the second corner, but he came for a lot of corners. He actually, I mean, we realistically could have conceded 4 goals today from corners. It was a joke. Dan says first half was mint, second half was hideous. If you can remember what Amrim said, he'd noticed that we'd lose the ball too quick with silly passes. Oh, the long, you're right, Dan, the long.
Right, there you go. I think we pretty much covered what he said. Right, so, yeah, in a certain extent, he thought the first half was very, 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 very good. Yes, it was decent, but to say it was very, very, very good, no, I'm sorry. It's like, no, that's absolutely ridiculous, man. It's like, get the fuck out of here. Dear me, dear me. But anyway, let's go to who should we watch next? We gotta check out Flying Pig United, haven't we? We gotta check out the Pigster, Flying Pig United. Rants, corner merchant sheets. That's a bit harsh on Arsenal. I like that girl, Man United fan on YouTube with Joshiej. What's that? Talk United or Alice Talks Football? It's 1:30 AM here. Night, mate. See you next time. Oh, well, welcome back. Good to see you again, mate, after all this time. Welcome back to my channel, mate.
Pants, haven't they recently, these guys?
Listen, as I listen to Flying Pig United, oh my goodness, he's going to be seething.
Let's smash them up. Wouldn't it be so beautiful just to shut up these gooners, though? Andre Onana. By the way, Andre Onana getting a lot of praise lately in the media. I don't know if you've seen it. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, fucking hell. Yes, it's offside. Just as I was saying that, Andre Onana has passed out from the back and given it straight away to an Arsenal's cover, and they've put it in the back of the fucking net, mate. But thankfully, it is offside. Oh, my God. You know, it makes sense. If you're just joining the stream, hit the subscribe button. We're on our way to 86,000 subscribers. Get yourself subbed down below. Tell your granny to subscribe to the channel also. And also drop a thumbs up, as Gangshi says. Every little like helps us. Okay, United free kick. Mason Mount delivers it in there. Harry Maguire's at the back of the box, and he gets a header back across into the mixer. Back out to Mason Mount, who hits one on the volley. Maguire keeps it in. Oh, Dallo almost scores. Oh, come on, lads. I hate these set pieces from Arsenal, though. And this is exactly how United should defend. I said this the other day. Like, why the fuck when... Oh, hang on. Oh, bollocking piss poor wanky dustbag pieces of shit. These guys are a bunch of fucking set-piece merchants. That's all you are, Arsenal. A bunch of fucking wanky set-piece merchants. You like Stone 2.0 steroids, you. Fucking absolute twats. There you go. They've done us from the corner, 1-0.
Oh,
the corner
my
comes
God.
in. We've done a good job of it. I was saying we've done a good job of it so far defending against these twats. But that time they flummoxed us. Somebody's got a header on it. They're starting over on the right side. You know, we're marking zonally in the 6-yard box, as we should, in my opinion. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I think as it Jurian Timber gets the header on it. And it's in the back of the net, for fuck's sake. We were doing so well as well. They've done us from a shitty set piece. That's all they are. Arsenal, you're a bunch of fucking wanky set piece merchants. You know? Look at this. You're shite, really. Not again. Oh, fucking hell. Look at these wankers set up over on the right side. Why do you have to do this, though, Arsenal? Why do you have to do this with these set pieces and corners and stuff? You're ruining the game. You're ruining the fucking game, Arsenal. Look at these wankers set up over near the other side of the fucking corner flag. Then they just bomb in there. It's a complete distractionary tactic. Mate, foul committed. Give him a fucking yellow red. Saka. Corner. Oh, you know what? That's fucking it, mate. We need to do something about this fucking wanky set piece guff bags, mate. It's 2-0. Like, I don't know, can we start some sort of petition on petition.org to fucking outlaw these fantastic set piece routines that they've got, mate? You know, it's fucking unacceptable, man. They've ruined the game. They're just a bunch of wanky set piece guffers now. You know? Stoke City guff. That's all you are. Andre Onana's been sat there again like a fucking statuesque scarecrow mug. The whole team cannot defend these bloody wankers coming in from the left. Look, there they are. They start outside the 6-yard box. They all just flood in. Andre Onana, come on, Andre, though. On that occasion, you have to claim it, Andre, lad. He stood there with his big flubbery hand. He does nothing, mate. He's actually got it off with the Hoyland at the back. It's an OG. It's a fucking OG in the end, is it? It's gone off the Hoyland. It's fucking garbage. Party puts it across goal. Oh, my God, Andre Onana! Why are you outside of your goal, though? If you actually look at his positioning, where he is, he's actually right of his right post. That's fucking insane, lad. Does he not know where his fucking goalmouth is? And the defence is proper shite there, lads, in general. Arsenal have ruined the game. They've brought the game into disrepute. They've officially brought some new fucking gas-tastic set-piece style here. Hang on, they're checking the VAR. Was there a foul in this? Was there a foul? Was there a foul? Please rule this shite out. Let's have a look. They've given it, mate. It's 2-0 to the Arsenalans. Cheating bastards. There you go. You see, that's it. There's nothing to separate the two teams today, apart from their Guff's corner routines. You know? It's a fucking cheat. They're the equivalent of these wankers that do kick. Good one. Well.
Oh, my big United. Landing the Emeralds. Absolutely landing it. Oh, he was very brutal on Arsenal there. I mean, wow. Unbelievable. Right, let's have a listen to... I just seen her in my subscriptions, so we should discover her again. Where is she? She's somewhere. Talk United. Talk about United. Because I did see her in my subscriptions just now. Let's have a look. Here she is. Here she is. Look, talk about United. There we go.
Arsenal 2, Manchester United 0, and it is a loss away at Arsenal. But do you know what? I do want to take positives from this game, 100%. Obviously, there is some negatives. I mean, starting with the negatives. I mean, Arsenal scoring from 2 set pieces is so typical. So typical. I think we all knew ahead of this game that was going to be the thing that we were going to struggle with defending against Arsenal on. It was going to be set pieces, corners, free kicks, whatever. It was always going to be set pieces. Arsenal are very good at set pieces. They're a very worked well team.
Yeah, I'm all good at them.
Play football together. Also, they were going to always be a threat on the attack, you know, which naturally causes, you know, more corners and set pieces, whatever. So I think it's annoying because I think going into this game, we all knew that was going to be the biggest concern. And again, it's proved that it is the biggest concern. I think set pieces as a whole is something that we need to 100% work on with Amorim, because not with Amorim, I mean under Amorim, because this has been going on for seasons now. We've been awful at we've been bad at set pieces, but also defending set pieces. So that is something that I just think needs to get better over time. Obviously, we can't judge Amorim too quickly, but obviously that is something that I think needs to be better. I think we should have been better on defending the corners, 100%. So a little bit disappointed that's how we score the goals. But if I'm looking at positive, I guess we didn't let them score from open play, which I think is pretty good. Obviously, I think it was like 50% possession at half time, which, do you know what?
Technically, they did, but thankfully, it was offside, the goal, when they scored from open play.
I'm going to take that. I'm taking that as a positive. That 100% is a positive. And I think, you know, we are looking different under Amorim. 100%, obviously, we've got a new formation. And it is still all panning out. You know, there's still so much work to do for this team. And, yeah, do you know what? 2-0. It's not awful. It's really not. Of course, I would have liked to get a result against Arsenal, but I also think at the end of the day, it's not. It doesn't matter that much if I'm thinking about it that way. I think if I'm looking at it as a whole, we didn't really create that much. I think there was definitely moments of good play, 100%. I think Mount looked okay. There was a nice little. So I will say, I think we passed the ball quite nicely today. I think second half we dropped off a little bit, but first half we passed the ball quite nicely. There was a couple of moments between Mount and Garnacho. Obviously, different lineup to I think what a lot of us thought it would be, but I didn't hate that at all. Yeah, I mean, there was nice moments of passing the ball around, but I think Arsenal, were just 10 times better than us at passing the ball around.
Yeah, she does,
Adam.
Adam.
So confident, quick passing, quick attacking, and we just couldn't really hold on to them. And I think that was going to be the case. That was the biggest concern. So now it's happened. 2-0 away at Arsenal. I'm okay about it. I really am. Of course, I would have liked to win. Of course, I would have liked to draw. I think when they went 1-0 up, I was thinking, we can still get a result. Obviously, Delo had that chance, but it didn't go in. Disappointing, maybe. I think it's not. I'm not angry about this match. I think I'm just like, it's disappointing. I would have liked to see a result. Overall, I think we did defend well. I know we didn't defend well on the corners, perhaps, but I think overall, defensive-wise, it was okay. It was pretty decent. I thought Onana had a good game. Obviously, other than the goals. But I think Onana's been good. And do you know what? Someone who slept on, I think, is De Ligt, because I think Mazraoui gets a lot of attention. And again, Mazraoui had a good game. But De Ligt, do you know what? Today was very, very good. And De Ligt has been very good.
Mascherari is an absolutely outstanding. Honestly, I've been so impressed with Mascherari. Literally, he is the one positive signing. He really is.
For us, I think Mazraoui gets more attention because of how much of a bargain buy he was. But actually, you know what? De Ligt is really good as well. And I think these two players in defence work very well together. I really do. Obviously, it was Malacia started. I thought Malacia looked okay. He was fine. I don't have too much to say. I think Delo didn't have the best game. Obviously, he was playing right back, kind of right wing back. And obviously, he had been on the left. So it was a bit of a switch up for him, back to his original place, normal place. But no, I just think Delo was not amazing today. But it is what it is. Ugarte and Bruno, obviously, in midfield wasn't my favourite. I don't think either of them had a great game. I think Bruno did some really good.
I mean, literally, it's like, oh my goodness me. Wow, unbelievable. Half the time I wouldn't even realise that number 8 was on the pitch, to be honest, the captain. I mean, let's get the narrative right here, yeah? He was anonymous. Ugarte wasn't great either. I agree. 100% agree with that. I like watching her now, Josh, mate. Lots of goals tonight, Josh. More games, sorry, night, Josh, mate. Yes, there are. I agree, mate.
Defensively wise, in the first 15 minutes looked really good, and then just completely drops off. And that seems to happen with Bruno a lot. Just one moment of brilliance, and then the next just completely gone. And then obviously it was Højlund, Garnacho, Mount. I thought all of them players were fine. I think Højlund playing up front, there's still moments when he's on the pitch and I'm thinking, oh, you should be getting that ball, you should be winning that ball, because we are giving Højlund not necessarily chances, but there's been moments where he gets the ball past him and he does lose it. And I think as a striker, you've got to be that person on the pitch who's really, really strong and fights for it. And I think he does do that. But I also think sometimes I'm like, come on, Højlund, you could have got that. But no, I mean, I can't judge Højlund too much. I think Garnacho, is it harsh to say, was a bit wasteful again? And then obviously Rashford came on, didn't do anything. Ahmad came on. It looked exciting, but didn't do too much. I think today it was just kind of testing the waters. It really was. And it has been so far under Amorim, of course. But I feel like today was definitely just, testing the waters. This is what it's going to be like playing against a big team like Arsenal or Man City or Liverpool. It's going to be like this. It's going to be very, very tough. And we've got to really go for it. I think we did attack. And then I think we sat back. And then we were just kind of floating around. There wasn't really kind of I wouldn't say there wasn't really a specific way we were playing. I think we were trying to attack, but weren't really holding on to the ball very well. Obviously, Arsenal are very good at pressing, very good at passing the ball, like I said earlier. So just kind of, we're just better than us. We're just better than us, and we're able to take that ball off us. And it is what it is. It really is what it is. I think, obviously, I would have been a bit annoyed if it went up to 3-0, but I think the fact that it stayed 2, I mean, it's not good, it's not great, but I'm not too bothered. Again, I think I said this in my match preview that this is the type of match where I'm not going to be too bothered about the scoreline. I'm just more bothered about how we play. And was I impressed with how we played? No. But
No, I wasn't
either. So at the end of the day, I think it was an okay result. I think it was okay. And I can go on from this match thinking, okay, we lost, but let's go for the next one. The players are up for it. The manager's up for it. Let's go and win the next one. I think this is how it's going to be, under Amorim. It's all testing the waters right now. So we can't judge too quickly.
No, we can't.
But look,
we can't judge too quickly.
Yeah, going forward, set pieces need to be worked on 110%.
Oh, 100%.
Keeping that ball, obviously the possession, like I said, was good today, but of course, in general.
Thing is, like I said earlier, it's all good having possession, this and that, but you're not really going to test the opposition. What's the fucking point in having all this possession, yeah? Let's get the narrative right here, people.
Just keeping the ball, getting that positive play, do the counter-attacking if that's what we're doing, I just want to see the players link up a bit more. I definitely thought there was moments of that in this game, but overall, I think that was probably one of our weaknesses. We weren't really linking up. Obviously, Maguire came in. I didn't think Maguire would start, but he did. And I thought Maguire was fine. I really did. But yeah, like I said,
he did get a set of yellow cards for throwing one of the balls away, so that was a bit daft by Harry Maguire.
Again, it's all testing the waters. We're still testing out which players we want where. And Amorim seems to be rotating. I honestly thought he'd start Ahmad and Rashford tonight, and he didn't. So it's interesting to see how a new manager comes in and plays. You know what? I don't have anything to say. I think it's fine. I don't know. I feel like some people are going to be really annoyed with this result, and I think the rest of us are just
I would, mate.
That's what it is. It's okay. I'm okay with it. Am I? Yes. No, I am. I am okay with it. It's fine. It's fine. Look, I'm going to leave it there.
I'm not okay with it. I mean, you don't want to lose to Arsenal, do you? I mean, come on, man. Seriously. I've been a football fan. I've been supporting this club for 25 years, and it's never nice losing to Arsenal, is it? I mean, let's get a narrative right here.
Thank you so much for watching. If you did like this video, please do subscribe to my channel and let me know your thoughts on the match below. Will you take the 2-0 loss? What are we thinking? Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
No, I won't, because due to my elite high standards, I wanted to win against Arsenal tonight. Because at the end of the day, it's Manchester United against Arsenal, 2 classic rivals. I mean, let's get it right. But she does talk very well, I have to agree, and I love listening to her opinions and that. I really do. I think it's absolutely fantastic. Right, let's listen to Alice Talks Football. There you go, like she's putting her thumbnail. I hate losing to that lot. Yeah. I mean, it's never nice, is it, losing to Arsenal?
Arsenal to Manchester United 0. And to be honest, I didn't expect us to get a result at the Emirates. I always say when it's the Emirates, I think Arsenal will get the best result. When it's Old Trafford, I would back Manchester United. But we know that we're obviously a far way behind Arsenal. Obviously, they have seen themselves as title challengers the last 2 seasons, and we have just got a new manager in that's had less than 2 weeks with the squad. So, considering the circumstances, I wasn't expecting to win. The first half, I think the players did well. Defensively, I think the players did well. I don't think we made it easy for Arsenal. Going forward, rubbish. Going forward was rubbish, and we let ourselves down on set pieces.
100%. Going forward was abysmal.
And we maybe shouldn't have given away silly set pieces. I think Arsenal were fighting for the set pieces. I think it was a few fouls in there. But it wasn't like Liverpool or Tottenham where we got battered and completely outplayed. There was progress compared to other losses. We didn't expect to win. And while I hate losing to Arsenal because their fans are so loud online and they're going to give it this and give it that and all of this and all of that, it is what it is, and we just have to know where we're at. We're going to talk about the game. And I want to talk about Euro. I want to start positive. We will talk about some negatives. I thought Agati did well. I thought Euro did well. I thought De Ligt did well. Masraoui did well. I think all of Ineos' signings, which gives us positive vibes about Ineos recruitment. But I thought Euro did well. I think he proved today he can make a good tackle. He can track wide players, but also...
Ineos signings, were they Ineos signings or were they Ags and Og signings? To me, I think they're Eric Ten Hag signings, aren't they? Well, that's what I think anyway. Maybe they are Ineos signings. Who the fuck knows? But one thing's for sure, apart from Masraoui, the rest of the other signings have been abysmal. De Ligt is okay, but he's got a lot of work to do. But the one who's been a positive is Masraoui. That's about it, really.
So he has box physicality, which I really like about him. He's got elements of Varane in terms of his box movement, in terms of the physicality. He reminds me a bit of sort of Wan-Bissaka. What I like about Euro is he's someone that can defend the wide channel, someone that can trap players 1v1, defend wide spaces. He's got the mobility that we lack, and I think he dealt well with transitions because we did give Arsenal maybe a bit too much space. He had the block, he had the tackles, and he had the legs to go sliding in. But I also liked sort of his physicality. He wasn't afraid in the box, and I think that he will be the right centre-back under Ruben Amorim. I thought it was impressive. He won 100% of his aerial duels, 86% pass accuracy, 75% of ground duels won, 4 tackles attempted, 3-1, 2 passes into the final third, 2 clearances, a solid showing in tough circumstances. And what I liked about this performance from Lenny Euro was we, in the first half, I think we nullified Arsenal. But I think as soon as Arsenal made it 1-0, our heads dropped and maybe we lost belief that we're going to get into it because we didn't give really Raya anything to do. Like that Anthony shot was pathetic. Well worked, routine but pathetic. But I felt that Lenny Euro came into a game where Arsenal kept attacking us, and there was a lot of work for Lenny Euro to do. It was not an easy game to come in, especially when you've not played for 4 months and you've got the pressure of your debut and playing for United. And to make 3 tackles, had so much to do for a centre-back. I thought he was really impressive, and I just want to give him a round of applause, and I hope everyone gives Lenny Euro respect, and I hope he feels good after that debut, because despite the loss, he's done well. He should be proud of himself. So well done, Lenny Euro. Now, I think this sort of describes my opinion on the game, so I thought I'd screenshot this. Set pieces. United were compact and did everything right off the ball. I think we did. I thought off the ball we were good. On the ball, we're going to talk about it. Improvement in midfield and attack for sure needs to be worked on. But off the ball was really good, really compact. But we just didn't have the quality in the final third, and we didn't have the set pieces. And I think Amorim, there was structure there. There was off the ball organisation, which we didn't have versus Liverpool and Tottenham, which is why we got battered. But we lacked the quality. And as you said, Garcia was impressive, and I agree. So these were my general thoughts. I thought set piecing, defending lets down, followed by maybe a mentality / energy drop in the second half. Once it was 1-0, I think we just rocked off a bit. The energy went, and Arsenal are fitter than us. They're stronger than us. I think it showed. I thought in the first half we made it difficult for Arsenal, but we were gifting them corners. Open play we did okay, but we were gifting them corners. And I think that Arsenal goal was coming in the second half, and Arsenal did enough to win the game. I do think Arsenal got away with fouls. I'm not particularly happy with the ref, but I don't want to be like Arsenal and complain about the refs every time we drop points. Did Amorim underestimate Arsenal? Malacia in, no Ahmad, weakened lineup. Obviously, there was no Shaw, Maino, Leacher. Maino, when I watched that game, it was crying out for Kobbie Maino. It was really crying out for Kobbie Maino, which is so annoying. And it was also crying out for probably, I think Masraoui did really well wherever he plays. I think he's a fantastic player. But it was crying out for those missing players. I thought off the ball, I'm not talking on the ball, Bruno and Agati, they didn't break the line, they didn't feed the attackers. But off the ball, I thought Bruno and Agati did really, really well. Off the ball, I think they did the job. I think they did a solid job. I thought they had a really good game. I thought Euro looked very good. I think we struggled in build-up. I think the pivot struggled on the ball, and I think we need a Stiller, Subamende type player. We need 2 midfielders. Eriksen and Casemiro are going to go. We need someone that is brilliant off the ball, that has the legs, that can do what Agati does in case Agati gets injured. But we also need someone that is comfortable on the line, on the ball, breaking the lines. Or someone that's a mould of both. Bruno Guimaraes, yes, please, I'd love that. Don't see that happening. Because we struggled in the build-up. We struggled in the pivot a little bit, getting the attackers on the ball. That being said, when the attackers had the ball, nothing. Garnacho did this really good skill and then just goes off for a goal kick. Frustrating on the ball. And in terms of structure, in terms of organisation, it was better than turn our ball, but still a lot of room for improvement. We gave Arsenal, in my opinion, way too much space in behind.
We did.
Continuing on,
We did at times.
if you look at the XG, 2.84, XG 0.21. You can't deny Arsenal deserved to win that game. Did probably 90% of that XG come from set pieces? Most
XG, I know we get drawn into this XG and that, and it's just not for me. I think at times this XG stuff is very overrated, man. I really do. Because you had none of this around like in the late 90s or in the early 2000s. Grown up watching football. Yeah, XG, man. Get the fuck out of here.
Like so, but we didn't do anything going forward. And that's what let us down, and that's what we need to improve. And I think some of it is down to maybe individuals in attack, but I also felt that we weren't feeding the attack and giving them much to do. And we're coming against Arsenal, which in 2024 have had the best rest defence and been the most compact team defensively. We've more than matched Arsenal on open play, said Charlie. The set piece quality has just been too much for us. They do the basics really well, fill the technical and physical quality throughout. Set piece quality was the difference, top four and title challenges for them. And I think it's mad in the sense of that Arsenal just have such a physically and technically good squad. And we aren't ready to compete with that. And I don't like to say that because I don't like Arsenal and I want to beat them. But we have to know that where they've been at and where
I
we've
want
been
to
at
beat Arsenal as well.
I don't feel mad about this loss like I have with other losses, because I'm annoyed because I think the way
I'm mad, right? Because the 2 goals we conceded from end corners was nowhere near sustainable. It's fucking shocking, marking.
they won, the set pieces, the fouls, I don't like it. But I do see an improvement, and I have trust and belief in Ruben Amorim, and I think I'm just remembering that this is a long-term project. Phil said, a game United never looked like winning, 0 attacking threat and sober in reality as to where United were. I wasn't optimistic that United would get anything, but that doesn't temper the disappointment watching it. And that's how I feel. Didn't feel like we'd get anything. Disappointed because I think we didn't do enough going forward. But I don't think we ever looked like winning the game. We didn't have enough in attack. But I want to give props to Ugarte. I thought he had a really good game. 100% dribble success rate in tackles today. He completed 91% of his passes. Now, did the midfield pivot lack on the ball? Yes. But did we sign Ugarte to do stuff on the ball? No. We signed Ugarte to be a DM and keep us defensively secure off the ball. And that's exactly what he did. Ugarte is becoming one of our most important players because he has the legs, defensive discipline and awareness to actually help us have a compact structure off the ball. Does he lack on the ball? Yes. He makes simple, short passes, doesn't really break the lines, but he retains the ball, he keeps the ball. In terms of what you want a DM to do, he does it all. Obviously, some teams want a DM like Rodri that can break the lines, Subamende, but we brought him to be a DM because we have Maino that's really good on the ball, who can do that. We obviously had Maino suspended today, but I think off the ball, Ugarte does what we brought him in to do. Ugarte, man of the match, defence also did well. As I said, off the ball everywhere today, him and the defence did pretty well. Uses his body well to guard the ball, retention-wise, underrated. I thought Ugarte did it to Maguire would stand out for me. I don't think Maguire had a bad game either. I thought he was all right. I think, they were the ones that stood out for me. And I think the ones that Ineos have recruited were impressing the most. Says to me that maybe we're going in the right direction with a proper recruitment side and there's something being built here as well. And I think that he's been good in the last few games, Ugarte. I think people give him a lot of stick because he's not the most aesthetically pleasing or special on the ball. But when you realise his
I think Ugarte will eventually become good, but it's like we're just going to have to wait and see. Yeah, nice. You see, Josh? Yes, I did. I had some hot dog sausages, some proper sausages, like normal sausages, what you cooks in an oven, in a hot dog roll with tomato ketchup and mustard, and I had some smiley faces as well, like them potato things. Yeah, they're lovely, man. Very nice, and I had them with a bit of mayonnaise.
Job on what he's done the last few games, and actually the legs that he brings, I thought he was good. I actually think Bruno Fernandes did okay. I still think he's better in the final third. I think he struggled to break the lines a little bit, but I thought he was good. And I agree with what Ume said. This was said in the...
Clearly, you're watching a different game to me, because I hardly saw the captain number 8 out on that pitch, to be honest.
First off, by the way, I'm sorry, Bruno Fernandes is a wonderful footballer. Appreciate him more as the season's
Cheers,
go on. His
Adam.
role under Amarin so far in midfield too is so unlike what I've seen from him in recent seasons, but he's doing it maturely. Good movement to make himself the free man versus Arsenal. Really good press, good tracking of and winning of duels, playing at a good pace too, not speeding up the game unnecessarily. I thought he was secure on the ball. I thought he wasn't making silly decisions. I thought it was a really mature performance from Bruno to show that, people will say, oh, Bruno gives the ball away, hero ball, this and that. Bruno showed that he can be mature, he can keep the ball, he can do what the manager wants, and he can adapt, which was good. And as United faithful said, if we're going to compete with Arsenal City, there are players at United that aren't good enough. There are players that we need to sign, and we just got to get recruitment right, because I do feel that Amarin is the right guy. I do feel there's improvement, and I just...
Recruitment is key. I mean, it's going to be a big test now, isn't it? Recruitment to me is vital.
I think it's down to recruitment. Let me know your thoughts down below. Thank you for watching. Bye.
She made a lot of good points there, but the bit I disagreed was that she thought that the captain number 8 had a good game. I mean, I completely disagree. I mean, if you're watching the game, you hardly see him out on the pitch. I mean, let's get an everything right here, yeah? Let's absolutely get it right, people. Right, who should we listen to? Let's have a listen to a couple of Arsenal fans, shall we? See if they're chatting bollocks about my football club. Let's listen to Troops. I quite like Troops. Big up to Troops, yeah? I got a lot of time for Troops. So yeah, I don't hate all Arsenal fans. There's actually a few Arsenal fan YouTubers I do like. Troops TV. Hang on, we'll turn that down. Because the intro.
Troops TV. Back again. Like a blood clot again, you understand? Match reaction time, you get me? Obviously.
You understand. See, I just love that saying where he goes, you understand. Troops, legend.
We played Man United today, and like we have in the last 3 games, Arsenal get the win, blood. You understand? Arsenal 2, Man United 0. Now, I did predict a 3-1 win, but fam, I'll take that 2-0 to the bank, blood. You get me? All these Man United fans this week running up their mouths, blood. You get me? About the Amarim era. We're coming.
I didn't. I never said we were coming for Arsenal because I knew there's a possibility we're going to lose the game, and we did. I love saying that. Love saying that. Don't you, Josh, mate? Yes, he does, Adam.
To stop you, man. This man is going to do this. This man's going to do that. Calling Xerxes Zerkamp. The audacity to call this piece of absolute garbage Zerkamp. Yeah? Zerkamp. Yeah? They're calling Ahmad the Ivorian Messi. Like, the foolery from these men this week.
I mean, any Man United fans calling Ahmad the Ivorian Messi needs to have a word with themselves, yeah? Yes, I love Ahmad, but there's no way he is Messi. I mean, come on, man. That's absolutely ridiculous.
Was absolutely hilarious, blood. You get me? And in the match preview with Saeed and Rance, the bros, them, I just sat there and let them man there run up their mouth, blood, and make them make themselves look like a bunch of ham rolls, blood. You understand? Because I don't know where the confidence came from Man United. I said to them, bro, you man beat Everton 4-0, blood. You understand? You're moving like you beat any top team, bro. You beat dusty Everton 4-0 at Old Trafford, blood. You did what you was expected to do, but now I'm supposed to be impressed, bro. You get me? Now I'm supposed to be impressed, blood. You understand? That's like me beating Lizzo in a race and then bragging about it. What's the point, bro? I'm supposed to beat Lizzo in a race, blood. You understand? If Usain Bolt beats me in a race, he's not going to brag about it.
Usain Bolt, legend.
And you, man, got put in your place, blood. You get me? You really thought you were going to come to Emirates with your dusty record against us, yeah, in recent years, your piss-poor record at the Emirates, and actually do something, blood. You understand? That wasn't happening, bro. You get me? William Saliba locked down your whole defense, your whole attack, bro. Your whole attack got locked down by William Saliba, blood. Even the substitutes got locked down, bro. You get me? The wall of them, Hoyland did nothing. Garnacho did nothing. Ahmad did nothing. Rashford came on, did nothing. Xerxes came on, did nothing. Flipping, you.
I actually thought Ahmad was trying to make a few runs, to be honest. So he was one positive when he came onto the pitch.
And he resorted to bringing on Anthony, blood. You get me? The last time you beat us, Anthony scored. That's how long ago it was, blood. You understand? That was probably the last time that you actually scored, blood. You understand? But like I said, William Saliba, you get me, showing and proving why he is one of Europe's top defenders, blood. You understand? One of the top defenders in world football. You get me? I was told, Agate this, Agate that. Oh, he's going to bat up Rice. Bat up who, blood? Bat up who, blood? Rice run the midfield, blood. Yeah? Rice and blood clot Peas was in at the midfield. Today. You understand? Martin Odegaard, second half. That is the Martin Odegaard that we all know. Spinning man like an absolute Beyblade, blood. You understand? The set pieces is a cheat code, blood. You get me? Same way Trossard coming off the bench, in my opinion, is a cheat code. Them set pieces are a cheat code, blood. You understand? Saliba, Timber, getting the goals. Even without Gabriel, we are still a serious threat at these set pieces, blood. You get me? Well, corners anyway, innit? Like, at free kicks, we're kind of piss poor. Corners, we're on point, blood. You get me? But today was all about shutting up Man United and getting them 3 points on the board, blood. You get me? We have now closed the gap between us and Liverpool, but we've dropped a place due to goal difference. Them blue man down the road in London have jumped above us again now, blood. Same points, but they have a better goal difference because obviously they slapped the shit out of Southampton today. But Liverpool dropping points. Obviously, they got a tough game on the weekend. We got a tough game as well. We both have derbies. We have a London derby going to Fulham, and they have the Merseyside derby going to Everton. So, going to be an interesting weekend this weekend coming forward, blood, you understand? But hopefully, we can get the win. Hopefully, Gabriel and Calafiori are back. Shout out Zinchenko as well. I'm not going to lie. Done his thing, bro. You get me? He got bun up one time by Ahmad, and then he did that foolery as well when there was no trouble, and then he just like pulled him down, bro. But apart from that, like, you get me, him and Kiwior, they both done all right still, but definitely need Gabriel and Calafiori back in the side. But you let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. The podcast is going to be absolutely tremendous this Friday. It's your boy Troops, and until then, I'm out, blood.
Yeah. Chelsea looking good, aren't they, Josh, mate? I mean, yes, you got to consider the opposition they're playing now. You know, Southampton. I mean, they haven't really. I think they're in a bit sort of bonker, to be honest, Southampton. Sorry to my loyal subscriber if he's listening, you know, Hayden Cox, who's a Southampton fan. But yeah, it's like, it's not looking good for Southampton, is it? Right, who should we listen to next? Smash your likes as well, as that also helps our YouTube channel out an awful lot. Who should we listen to? Robbie. United will ruin Amorim. United. Come on, man. Seriously. Judging Ruben Amorim already, are we? These are rival fans. Get out here, man. Seriously. Anyway, let's listen to what he's got to say. Robbie, I bet you he's chatting shit about my football club. But he is. We'll tear him a new arsehole.
Hi, welcome to AFTV. I got Robbie with me. We just beat Man United 2-0 here at Emirates Stadium. I already see the media narratives and the haters saying set pieces, playing like Stoke. Flex earlier said that as well. But we won the game.
How the hell can they talk about us playing like Stoke when they were Stoke? Can somebody tell me what they had one header that Raya had to say? What else did Manchester United do in the game?
I wouldn't say we're like Stoke. We defended good in the first half, but we're nothing like Stoke where they fucking put about 11 players behind the ball and then literally do long throw-ins into the box. We're nothing like that, man.
And the first half, they kept the ball well, you know, a little bit of control. Did
Were
they?
you surprised by the first? Be honest, because
First off, listen, we've been sort of really blowing teams away in the first half of games. United had some good control of the ball, but they offered nothing throughout the game, did they? What did United offer? How dare a United fan talk about attacking when they offered nothing going forward in that game? Absolutely nothing.
yeah, Raya
So they
say
had
they hit
the
the post
header.
and the post. They hit the
They
post.
had a header right at the end. Nothing at all. Right? Whereas, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't think we was at our best tonight, but we should really have won by about 4 or 5. In the first half, Partey missed an easy header.
Hit his shoulder. We were screaming at him.
He should have scored that in the second half. Saka missed a chance. We missed go back and look at that game, we missed some clear-cut chances in that game. And I thought it was a breeze, really, in that second half. It was a breeze.
Second half.
Breeze in the second half. It's a breeze. United didn't offer anything. Southampton offered more. Leicester offered more. Am I lying?
Bro,
Take the United thing out of it. What did they offer tonight?
So in that first
KG,
half,
right?
yeah,
KG,
go on.
who the other day was telling me about Arsenal, tapas Pulis. What did the great Ruben Amorim offer tonight going forward in attack? I know I know.
The great Ruben Amorim. He's only been here for a few matches, man. I mean, and already he's saying he's a great Ruben Amorim. What are we doing here? Get the fuck out of here, man. Seriously. What are we doing, man?
And I accept that he's just arrived. Maybe he's looked at United and said, boy, you know what, these lot are shit, man. So it's just damage limitation. Because that's what I saw tonight. And the only thing I say with Arsenal is that, you know, we should have scored more goals tonight.
So no credit to United at all, but they're not the fact that Ruben Amorim first stifled us a little bit. They had Malacia in, there was no Ahmad, there was no Rashford to start.
You said it, they stifled us. Yeah.
Okay.
But what did they do?
Yeah, fair.
You know, I'm going by a man out there, KG, and some other United fans calling us the tapas Pulis. Where was the attacking play from Manchester United tonight? Why did he start Ahmad on the bench? He's the manager.
I don't know. Yeah,
Why did he start Ahmad on the bench?
Rashford,
Why is Rashford on it? But was scared? Why not play the man? Why didn't come?
They stifled us, but they attacked.
Why don't man ain't play? Stoke could come here and stifle us. Yeah, I don't know. Everton will come and try and stifle us. That's Man United, man. Is that what they come to do? Stifle us?
No, I hear you. Okay, let's go analytical because I hear what you're saying. The
United came here to stifle us. What about attacking?
Yeah, we won the game.
And let me tell you something as well, right? Every time we got a set piece today, and again, that shows how much we attacked.
What was the atmosphere like? We had it muted.
Atmosphere's brilliant.
So every corner, I heard in the comments they said it's like they were cheering like it was a goal.
Well, it was, right? Every time Arsenal got a corner tonight, the fans would go, ooh, because they knew the danger. And, you know, you could see the fear on the face of the United defenders because they knew what was coming. And that was without Gabriel. And every time we got a corner, we got a load of corners because 13. We were on the front foot. Yeah, again, you know what I mean? If you're not attacking, you don't get corners, do you? Because how many corners did United get?
I'd say one. I can't remember them getting. It might have been 0.
They get corner.
No corners for United.
But they're attacking, isn't it? KG.
It's a good point.
We're the defensive team, isn't it?
It's a good point.
Are we not the defensive team? Are we not the tapping people? How comes we got 13 corners? How come? They don't add up.
I'll give you that one.
It don't add up. We had 13. How many did they have?
That's 0.
That's 0 corners. That don't add up. But they were attacking all game. Listen, bro. They got smoked tonight. They were lucky. Lucky Gabriel weren't playing.
Did we miss him?
About 4 or 5. Well, listen, full credit to everybody who came in. They did really well. Kivior did really well. Zinchenko did well until later on.
Saliba got the goal.
Saliba got, I didn't know much about it. Saliba got a goal, and Timber, who I noticed was sort of taking on the role of what Gabriel would do, right? As that sort of guy, he also got a goal. Wow! All right. So let me ask you this question.
It's not even best of enemies, bro. Welcome.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, you know what?
It's not even best of enemies.
Wait. You know what? You're humble.
Humble. I respect him, bro. I hate you, man. I ain't even. Again, bro. Let me live.
I'm not even gonna go. I'm not even gonna go too hard.
I hate you, man.
I'm saving it to best of enemies on Friday. I'm gonna ask you a question because you told me this last night,
Yeah.
and I still want to find out if you're gonna still stick with this.
Listen.
Is Agate better than Declan Rice?
Agate, stop you. Wait. Hold on. Agate done his job today. Let's not do that. Agate done his job today, though.
No, we are doing it. Because last night you said Agate is better than Declan Rice.
Have you not got cheat code? You lot are playing GTA in real life. You man can get rid of 5 stars. You can do the tank. Them corners are.
And that's too early to tell yet if Agate is better than Declan Rice. I mean, come on, man. Seriously. But it sums up these modern day football fans up in a nutshell, honestly. It's like, seriously, what on earth is going on, man?
Ridiculous. Who takes the corners? Oh, I'm saying Declan Rice.
Wait. No.
Hey, Friday,
move, man.
I came into the obligation, bro.
No, move. Friday, but deal with it. We're not ready for
I
you.
came to be humble, bro. No. If you man don't win the league, yeah, you man are done, bro. You man don't win the league. Get him out of here. Spin round. Go on.
Listen, they play like that, they could get relegated.
Is that what he said? You got
better than Declan Rice. That's how deluded these men are, right? Listen, right? For me,
in the early days, yes, Adam, but these days, I think at times he chats a lot of bollocks, mate. I really do.
the only thing that disappointed me, I think we should have scored more goals. We weren't really on it in the first half. You know what I mean? I think we sort of stood off them a bit too much. I was like, yo, tear into these man.
Do you think Arteta will be happy with the performance?
I think, yeah, listen, it's a massive 3 points tonight. Taking the United rivalry out of it, all of that out of it. Liverpool have dropped points tonight, and we've got 3 points. The most important thing at the end of the day today is winning this game. Right, we know about the rivalry, we know about all that, but the most important thing for Arsenal is getting them 3 points. There's no point in Liverpool slipping up and we don't do our job. And we did our job tonight, and you know, as I said, you know what I mean? 2-0. You know, the team that he's talking about, like the tapping, Pulis and that, as I keep saying. 2-0 today. 5 at the weekend. 5 before that. I mean, the last home game, 3-0. Right, so, you know what I mean, we're doing something right. We just got to keep it going. There's no room for error with Arsenal. That's the situation we're in. Liverpool have got that little comfort zone. They've dropped points tonight. They'll probably be looking on it and saying, you know what, it's still not too bad. It's not a difficult place to go to, St James's Park. Arsenal went there and lost. Other teams will go there and drop points.
You still believing?
Right. But you still got to believe, because there's still a long way to go. And this is what I said when I talked about the runs, you know, and teams you've got to play. Newcastle away is a very difficult game. It's no shame to not go there and win. Yeah. But it's a difficult game.
Facts.
And
they got Everton next.
You don't always have to lose games. Because Arsenal have lost 2 games this season. People forget that. Liverpool have lost 1. Chelsea have lost 2 games. But you can draw games, and that drops you back in as well. So we've drawn too many games this season. We've had games we've gone out of 10 men against City, drew that game. Brighton drew that game, right? So that's how you can lose points. So we just got to stick around. We got to stick around. We got to keep winning games, keep doing our thing. And there might be some games along the way where we might drop points, but we can't do that a lot because we haven't got a lot of margin for error. Because Liverpool are in the driving seat, and really, in the position they're in, they should win the league. But it ain't over yet. The league finishes in May. We're in the start of December. We haven't even reached Christmas yet.
Yeah, word.
There's loads of games to go, and there's League Cup, FA Cup, and I'll tell you what, we're going to have these lot again in the FA Cup.
Yeah.
Right? So, you know what I mean? So the games, they're coming thick and fast, and every game's a tough game. Fulham away, you know, the guys were saying in the studio,
No, I don't mind. I mean, I know Liverpool dropped points against Newcastle tonight, but I still think they're favourites, mate, to be honest, in Liverpool. I mean, St James's Park is a tough place to go. Of course it is. I mean, fair play to Newcastle getting that late equaliser. I mean, absolutely fantastic.
you can argue it's a harder game than tonight.
Yeah, I heard Julian saying that.
Yeah, because, you know, they've been playing really, really well. And that's a game that we've got to win. And that's a place that we went to last season and we lost. Right? So that's not going to be an easy game. But definitely, as I sort of said before, you know, after the international break, I saw ahead of us games that were winnable.
Yeah.
No disrespect to the teams, but you know what I mean? I'm expecting to beat United because we do normally beat them at home. You know what I mean? So this is a chance for Arsenal to make up ground and then get to the new year and let's see where we are there. You never know.
Never know.
They got Everton at the weekend. It's a local derby. Listen, they're way better than Everton.
But it's a derby at Everton.
Yeah, we have got them in the FA Cup, Adam.
Dealt with them last year and cost them the league, really.
Yeah.
So that ain't going to be an easy game. Everton won tonight, emphatically. So
a lot of Liverpool fans I spoke with said, speak to me about winning the league after this game, Newcastle.
AGD did.
He went early, Robbie.
You know what I mean? He's calling it out. He's saying they're going to win it. Now pressure's on them now. You got to win it.
We've been there.
You got to win it. We've been there. You got to win it. And we know what it's like, man. We know where the pressure comes and everybody starts, you know what I mean? You slip up, you know what I mean? But it's a long way to go yet. But today, it feels sweet. It's always sweet to beat Man United. They got lots of fans like deluded fans like KG popping around the place, thinking they're better than what they are. They're average right now. They got to get used to this right now. And listen, maybe the new guy can turn them around. Maybe he can. But
there's positive signs there.
But then they said that when Ten Hag came in. They ruined him. They ruined Solskjaer.
Yeah, that's true.
They ruined Van Nistelrooy. Every manager that they get, they wreck them up, right? So, Emery's done. Emery
ruins Van Nistelrooy? I don't think so, because he came in and he got them players playing absolutely brilliantly. And then look at what he did at Leicester, his first game in charge. Absolutely took West Ham to the cleaners. So, saying that Man United ruins Van Nistelrooy, get the fuck out of here, man. Seriously. Just look at his unbeaten run when he was interim manager. That's absolutely ridiculous at the highest level. Like, nah, get out here. Fuck's sake. Yeah, he does at times, mate, honestly.
Who knows? He's done brilliant at Sporting. And that is a Sporting Amarin. Let's see what the United Amarin does.
Oh, dear me. What a load of bollocks, honestly. Oh, dear me. Right, let's listen to what Ruben Amorim said after the game, shall we? Then I'm going to wrap this up. Ruben Amorim post-match interview. It's going to be interesting because obviously this is his first defeat, so it's going to be interesting to see what he says. Is he going to be angry or not?
Samuel, hi Ruben. You said how difficult Arsenal set piece as well. I noticed you made a change to the preparation where Carlos comes out instead of the technical area rather than MrJoshiej, who's set piece coach. What's the thinking behind that?
The thinking is that Carlos is responsible for the set pieces, different stuff. Andreas is also there to help. And that's it. That's the reason.
Are Arsenal just about the best team you've come up against in terms of corners, set pieces?
I think if you follow Premier League,
yes, I have had them.
See that they are also big players for that, and you can see it in every occasion that Saka and Martinelli has 1-against-1. A lot of times they go outside, they cross, They already know that if the cross is going well, they can score. If it's a corner, they can score. So we have to be better on that situation. But like in every area of our game, we need time to improve also. But you can see in all Arsenal games that every team has problem with that.
The positive change sounds changed within the game. Is that something that you plan in advance? Like how many games in advance are you going to do that kind of stuff? I appreciate you to rotate best players and you see who can work in different positions.
It just it's not because I like to change all the time, but we have to have all the squad fit. So, for example, Harry Maguire has a time limit. Time Alassio has a time limit. Mason Mount has a time limit. Lenny Yoro has a really time limit. So we have to manage winning games, different methodology, different way of playing, more meters to press. And tomorrow we have to assess. And the guys that has a little bit risk to some injury, they will not play. So we have to have everybody to work, to play, and to improve the squad.
I'm right in saying in the first half of the time, up to the second half as well, I'd be frustrated if players weren't quite going totally for the attack and taking possessions.
We didn't have the time we work a lot on building up. You can see the structure, you can see the idea, you can see the bounce when the central backs to the midfielders, you can see that. But then in the last part or the last third, you can see that we need to improve, be more aggressive, more ideas. But yeah, that part is more difficult to improve without a lot of training.
Was there anything positive that you took from that game tonight?
No, like I make the evaluation of a game, regardless the result. Like I said, the 4-0, you can take positive things, but you have to improve. Yeah, and you already knew that. But you can feel it in the first half, especially in the end of the first half. You can feel it. They were not comfortable. You can feel it in the stadium. So you can take that. We had one day to put a strategy, and they can cope.
I do, Adam. I
block,
sincerely hope
the right
so.
side of Arsenal with a lot of players there. We managed to control very well this moment. I think the difference today was the set pieces, because the set pieces you see a goal, and then the momentum change. And it's really hard for us to take control of the full control of the game, but we try it, and was that the set pieces?
One in the back.
You're speaking about fitness within the squad. Luke Shaw has posted on social media about an unfortunate injury setback that he's suffered. I wondered if you could say any more detail about what exactly the nature of the injury is and the timeline.
No, that I don't know. It is hard when you have an injury. The coach says that how many days he will need to recover. What I can say that since I arrived, I already said that before the game. Since I arrived, I see him in the medical department, working a lot in the gym, working a lot on the pitch. We control the load during the games, during the trainings. He was losing weight. So he was doing everything. If he continues with that behavior, he's a top player, and we need him. So no matter how long he will need, I will be with him, and we will help him to return, because not just Manchester United, but also your national team needs a guy like Luke Shaw. So we are here to help him.
Before the game, you said it was a song. Was this the song tonight? I still think it's a song. It's still got a job.
I have to be careful what I said, but what I say. You know that when you are, because it's the experience. If you follow football, you understand these moments. You know what can happen in these moments. And then when I came from Sporting, I lived the same situation. It's not the same situation, but it's a big club. You already know that everything is okay. When you lose one game, everything is not okay. So I'm expecting that. So sometimes I'm too strong with the words. What I'm saying is that sometimes you have bad moments when you are changing so much things, in order to improve. So was that
It'd be a good thing to lose. Yeah, help you. If you see your team losing, you learn more about your players.
No, I prefer to learn winning games. That is really clear. But I learned the same last game 4-0, and I learned a lot. And I could see that we have a lot to improve. The same today, but I can take some positives from today, especially in the way they cope with the strategy and they block the game. We need to improve in the different areas of the team.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll leave it.
Thank you.
There we go. Again, I think he just talks so much better than what Eric Ten Hag does in his press conferences, man. Eric Ten Hag was so jarring to listen to, made so much PR bollocks up, so much excuses. Yeah, good night, Adam. Thanks for joining me this evening, mate. Much appreciated. Well, I should say this morning now, because, you know, yeah. Sound like, who's lying who I like? Who can we redirect to? Sound like, shall we? Who's lying who I like? Right. Lie. Who's lying who I like? Who's lying? Lee Gunner's line. Say less, guys. Say less. So, yeah, we're going with Lee Gunner. Yeah, I'm sure he's going to be absolutely buzzing tonight that, you know, they won the game, Arsenal. So, when you head over to Lee Gunner's channel, make sure you put MrJoshiej raid or MrJoshiej sent you over here. Sure you put Mr. But anyway, big up to every single one of you who's seen live and locked in. You've seen a fun 2 hours or so. Thank you all so much for watching. Goodbye.